Famous quotes. People who become famous are usually extraordinary in some way. They've outworked their competition and poured blood, sweat and tears into getting to the very top, even, as most famous people will tell you, to overwork to the point of obsession. And even though we only see in part who a famous person really is, we tend to only know the public profile, not the private persona. There are some truly wise words here, born out of real-world experience and toughness. So be encouraged by these famous words from some of the world's most famous people. I hope these quotes from famous people give you encouragement and help accelerate you on your own journey to the top. Quotes by famous people. Be encouraged by these famous words from some famous people. Quotes that provide encouragement and some that are thought-provoking. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Paulo Coelho. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Paulo Coelho. There are three things you can do with your life: you can waste it, you can spend it, or you can invest it. The best use of your life is to invest it in something that will last longer than your time on earth. Rick Warren. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Maya Angelou. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Famous words of Maya Angelou. You only pass through this life once, you don't come back for an encore. Elvis Presley. Never rest on your laurels. Nothing wilts faster than a laurel sat upon. Mary Kay. Never rest on your laurels. Nothing wilts faster than a laurel sat upon. Mary Kay. You could be the world's best garbage man, the world's best model, it don't matter what you do if you're the best. Muhammad Ali. Famous words to encourage you to be the best at whatever you do. Peace begins with a smile. A well-known quote by Mother Teresa. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. Anne Frank. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. Anne Frank. I think we need more love in the world. We need more kindness, more compassion, more joy, more laughter. Ellen DeGeneres. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Questions provide the key to unlocking our unlimited potential. Anthony Robbins. Don't find a problem, find a remedy, anybody can complain. Awesome quote by Henry Ford. Animals are such agreeable friends, they ask no questions, they ask no criticisms. George Eliot. Animals are such agreeable friends, they ask no questions, they pass no criticisms. George Eliot. Happiness doesn't come from doing what we like to do, but from liking what we have to do. Wilfred Peterson. What counts can't always be counted, what can be counted doesn't always count. Albert Einstein. Brilliant words. You're not defined by your you're prepared by it. You're stronger, more experienced, and you have greater confidence. Joel Osteen. You're not defined by your past, you're prepared by it. You're stronger, more experienced, and you have greater confidence. Joel Osteen. The best thing that has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. Thomas Edison. The ability to influence people without irritating them is the most profitable skill you can learn. Napoleon Hill. Ability is a little account without opportunity. Lucille Ball. Ability is a little account without opportunity. Lucille Ball. We become not a melting pot but a beautiful mosaic. Different people, different beliefs, different journeys, different homes, different dreams. Jimmy Carter. We begin with the basic premise that the purpose of our life is to seek happiness. It is a vision of happiness as a real objective, one that we can take positive steps toward achieving. Dalai Lama. The art of happiness. Now I look beyond what I can't do and focus on what I can. Robert M. Henson. You know, I think that when you explore the ordinary, sometimes you may just discover the extraordinary. Jeff Goldblum. You know, I think that when you explore the ordinary, sometimes you may just discover the extraordinary. Jeff Goldblum. Related. All of the day cube quotes. Positive quotes. Famous inspirational quotes are inspired by these famous words that apply to all ages. It's fun to do the impossible. Walt Disney. It's fun to do the impossible. An excellent quote. Disney quality is never an accident. It is always the result of intelligent effort. to shift and change. When dying, no one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of it to anyone else. Charles Dickens. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of it to anyone else. Well-known words of Charles Dickens. To reach a port, we must sail, sail, not tie at anchor, sail, not drift. Famous words of Franklin Roosevelt. Your brain is the most important organ in your body, and what happens in it determines what you think and feel, say and do. Rick Hanson. Hardwiring happiness. We tend to get what we expect. Norman Vincent Peale. We tend to get what we expect. Norman Vincent Peale. Having known both the peaks and the valleys of public life, I have learned that you cannot really appreciate the heights unless you have also experienced the depths. Richard Nixon. Wilma Rudolph, Helen Keller, Walt Disney, Joan of Arc, Nelson Mandela, and Thomas Edison, to name a few, not only climbed mountains, they exceeded limits and expanded boundaries, setting the tone for those who respect and admire them. Eric Thomas. Greatness is upon you. No one would have crossed the ocean if he could have gotten off the ship in the storm. Charles Kettering. No one would have crossed the ocean if he could have gotten off the ship in the storm. Charles Kettering. Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. Seneca. Bad things are not the worst thing that can happen to us. Nothing is the worst thing that can happen to us. Richard Bach. Happy is the man who can make a living by his hobby. George Bernard Shaw. Related, inspirational quotes. Inspirational quotes for kids, inspirational quotes for students. Inspirational sayings, famous short quotes. While these words are short and said by famous people, they contain words of wisdom. Just disconnect. Once in a day, sometime, sit silently and from all connections disconnect yourself. Yoda. Just disconnect. Once in a day, sometime, sit silently and from all connections disconnect yourself. Yoda. Prosperity is not without many fears and distastes, and adversity is not without comforts and hopes. Francis Bacon. The heart is luminous, but it is obscured by veils which are not of its nature. Buddha. Enjoy all you have while pursuing all you want. Jim Rohn. Famous words we all need to heed: when you are through changing, you are through. Bruce Barton. When you are through changing, you are through. Bruce Barton. Experience has been a stern but excellent teacher. Ogmandino. Well done is better than well said. A popular quote by Benjamin Franklin. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. Buddha. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. Buddha. Living an experience, a particular fate, is accepting it fully. Albert Camus. See how many are better off than you are, but consider how many are worse. Seneca. You will be richer in the end than a prince, if you're a friend. Edgar Guest. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Criticism is easy, achievement is difficult. Winston Churchill. Criticism is easy, achievement is difficult. Winston Churchill. Man's true wealth is the good he does in the world. Khalil Gibran. Only a mediocre person is always at his best. W. Somerset Maugham. Related, short quotes, short inspirational quotes, short graduation quotes, short positive quotes, famous quotes about life, famous words to encourage you to live each day. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Oprah Winfrey.